back to the Certified Average Podcast.
Well,
it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, couple months.
It's Mason. I'm Mason.
I'm Hunter.
Evan.
I'm Chase.
That's Evan.
That's Evan.
Yeah, that's Evan.
We are recording this, so if you want to watch it, check out our YouTube.
It's a very special edition episode. It's not our technical comeback episode yet.
Yeah, so basically, we've taken a break. We have recorded a skit.
Yes.
And it is almost done, so that should be up probably next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are getting a new cover drawn by Boya's son.
Shout out.
Shout outs.
We got the rough draft of it, and we're very excited for how it's going to turn out. So that's looking good. And yeah, I mean, we've been you guys have been traveling. I was sick for a minute. And
we have not been traveling. We're in a pandemic.
oh, sorry.
Go to my Instagram if you want to see pictures from the trip, though.
What else?
I think that's really
what
it.
else is new? That's it?
Hunter, what is this episode about?
Oh, yeah. This is we don't know a title for what we're calling this.
It's going to be clickbaity.
So another new thing we're doing is we're going to record 2 regular episodes each month, but we're also going to have a third episode. And the third one is basically all our nerd crap.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's going to be shorter, probably 25, 30 minutes. And yeah, we're just going to talk about everything nerdy. So if that's something you like, then you're going to be looking forward to these small episodes.
Yes.
And so we're talking about today on the Nerdified Average Podcast.
Nerdified Average Podcast.
Nerdified.
I'm going to say that till it sticks.
We don't know if that's a working title.
Nerdified Average Podcast,
Basically,
episode 1.
We missed out on all the WandaVision stuff, but we did watch WandaVision.
We should have seasons of it. This is season 1 of Nerdified Average.
Nerdified Average.
Small stuff. Okay.
Of nap.
And so basically we just wanted to talk about the show and our thoughts and everything because the show finished and it is amazing. So anyone want to start it
What
off?
are your initial final thoughts of the show? We'll go around. We'll start with Chase.
Right off the bat, I think this has probably been the best just superhero comic book related TV show. As far as the production of it, I guess I might bag on DC Marvel because most of the DC shows are so cheesy. Their special effects.
Except for Titans.
Titans is really
fire.
good. Titans is
I've heard it's good though.
The effects are pretty bad.
But you know what I mean? You look at the effects of the Flash and Supergirl and all those other ones and
Do people watch Supergirl?
But it's because
I've watched 2 episodes.
Yeah.
That's
but it's because
too
those
many.
shows though are made probably by they probably have smaller staffs and stuff for them.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
they probably have a barely
for this
small
WandaVision
team of effects.
WandaVision
I heard the WandaVision episodes
was actually made by
Yeah,
They're
but
like movies.
How many episodes were there? 9?
9.
The first 8 had a budget of $2 million each.
Yeah.
And then the last one, the budget was $200 million. From what I saw.
Well,
I saw it on Twitter.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Because that thing
we'll
is
get to
crazy.
why
Because
it was
So many
expensive.
effects. They said this show has more effects than Endgame.
No, that's literally not
That's
true.
what
I
they
don't know
said.
about
They had that final battle.
They literally told everyone that this
There's no way on
If you
earth.
think about it, though, there's so many small effects in the show that probably you don't even notice.
Their eyes glowing
Probably.
every second.
You have to do vision. You have to edit out.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to edit the whole show, special effects and everything, which those are a ton. I mean, there's some
All the
background,
Glitches and stuff.
all the glitches.
I don't believe it still.
Mhm.
I mean,
Whatever.
This was official work.
There's still a
by
lot
them.
though.
But I think
There's a lot.
So overall, I think the show was awesome. It was a great show, and I think for this being Marvel's, I guess Disney Plus, their first comic book show, now to follow is gonna be the Loki show and the Captain
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then isn't there one more show? Another show
There's
that's
a lot
gonna
of
come out.
shows.
Hawkeye.
Secret Invasion.
But
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. No, but I think
That's gonna be fire.
I know it is. You know why?
I think this is just it's
Haley
Jeremy Renner.
Steinfeld.
It's Jeremy Renner.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, you know what I mean? This for sure, I guess, lets all the fans know that all these other shows are just they're gonna be as awesome as this was.
Do you think they'll be better?
I guess it probably
Depends.
depends. I don't know.
Depends on your preference.
I guess like
really.
like if you
WandaVision gave you literally every genre.
Like people who love Captain America, like that
True.
kind of Marvel movie.
Just action, just fighting.
Yeah, you're gonna love Falcon.
Falcon.
and
Well,
Winter
you're
Soldier.
gonna get something different, I feel, because WandaVision directly kicks off Phase 4 and also
Mhm.
is kind of foreshadowing where it's gonna go. Whereas like Loki is gonna be more just like off to the side.
Mhm.
Same with Hawkeye, I bet.
Well, 'cause
Or no, Hawkeye and Falcon and Winter Soldier are gonna be more tied into that. I feel like Loki's
Yeah.
gonna be its own separate thing.
Yeah, because Loki, I think, is almost like it plays off of its own like different dimensions.
Well, when does
different-
Loki take place? Does it take place? Because isn't he dead?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's almost supposed to be like maybe like another like universe type of thing.
It's the one of where
Well, I
Loki
think-
got the Tesseract. The
So
one
it's in that
Endgame.
alternate universe.
yeah,
The one in Endgame where he got the Tesseract and
and he
teleported
disappeared.
away. It's that Loki.
So it's like what or where did that continue to go instead of
Yeah, 'cause
where
do
they
you-
captured
So
him
this
and
is
stuff.
about not the present time Loki.
no, it's like that past Loki that when
What did he
they
do?
drop the Tesseract and he
And
like,
it's gonna be him time jumping all over the
Yeah.
place.
that's so
That's gonna be really cool though.
yeah, but that's what, like there's got to be there's obviously people like I'd say all of us are just Marvel fans in general, like we like all of them, but there's like Hunter said, like there's someone that I only like the Captain America ones, or I'm only an Iron Man fan, and then there's all those people that are like I just like Loki, so it's like they'll probably watch the Loki show and be like, this was the greatest show, oh my gosh, I love it.
That's
and then
why
they'll be like WandaVision, I didn't like it.
That's why I love WandaVision, because WandaVision is weird,
People like
and that's my
people that only
stuff that I
watch the
love.
first like 2 or 3 episodes, like, oh, this show sucks.
even the
So
first 2
boring
episodes
and
are
weird.
amazing.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I'm like, how
But
do you
even
not?
then, I
how
did
do you
think
not
the
want
two
to watch
the
more?
first 3 episodes, I was like, oh, is it just gonna be each episode's gonna be from a different era?
I think
But then
that
once it all
people-
starts to connect, or like
Basically,
it
it was
showed
ep-
outside of the hex,
yeah,
I
it was
like, oh,
episode
this is
4.
tight.
I think
Episode
people
4
who
is when
just
they-
like don't know comics, or like they probably had no idea what was going on. Like,
Me and Mason
what the
don't
crap
know
is this?
comics that, or I'm not gonna speak for you. I don't know comics that much. I don't read
Mhm.
them, but I still have like a general idea of
Yeah.
I know what
the
Eric Voss
MCU.
tells
I've been
me.
paying attention for like what 8 years I've been watching it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I'm sure even you, after the first 2 episodes, you still at least were like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere. Where, like Mason's saying, people watched the first 2 episodes and was like, I don't like, this is dumb.
yeah.
Because there were like there are people that
They're like casual Marvel fans, and
Yeah,
they're like,
you ask them like, oh, did are you? Oh my gosh, you like WandaVision? And they're like, I watched the first episode and I didn't like it. And you're like, okay, but there's been like 3 more episodes. Did you watch
It's
those?
because I think people who watch like like comic book related stuff, they like the action.
yeah,
They just like
So if
action
the action's
movies.
not there.
yeah,
They're like, what is
and
this?
also that one is based off like a 50s sitcom where it's going to be
Yeah.
just like slapstick comedy.
That was
and-
hilarious.
But I
bro.
watched
Yeah.
like I Love Lucy as a kid. Like my mom would watch it, and so
Okay,
I
boomer.
would watch it.
I bought the Jetsons on Blu-ray a couple weeks ago.
That show sucks, dude.
It's not that great.
wow.
That show sucks. If you like the Jetsons, grow up.
I haven't
Okay.
seen that since I was a little boy.
It's terrible. Chase, what would you give the show out of 10?
I give it a 10. No, I think. Can we do decimals?
Yeah, yeah.
Can we do this?
Um,
No.
Down
Round
the
it to the nearest
specifics.
5.
Oh, okay.
0, 5, or 10.
No,
No, I'm playing.
it's probably
I'm gonna guess. I have a number
guess,
in my
like,
head. I know
basing
what
it-
you're gonna say.
probably just basing it on like all Marvel stuff in general. Probably a 9. I'd just give it a solid 9.
Dang, I thought you were gonna say like 8.4 or something.
I thought I was going to say 8.5.
Yeah,
I would say I give it a 9, 9.5. The only reason I think I love the show, I love how it ended. I love what they did with the characters. I think all the people that are saying, "Oh, the ending was disappointing," it's because you expected and
You let
theorized
yourself-
it was gonna be
Yeah.
yeah,
like, "Oh, dude, the finale sucked. It was just Agatha. They didn't bring in anybody. No Doctor Strange. No Magneto, Mephisto." That doesn't mean it was bad.
Yeah.
That just means that you expected it to
Yeah.
be different than it was.
or yeah, you wanted so much more put into a TV show.
What was
That there could be other seasons, or this leads into
Well,
a movie.
the whole point of these shows is they're one-offs. They're
Yeah.
literally leading to the next thing. So this was literally supposed to lead directly into Doctor Strange,
Into the
which was
next movie.
supposed to come out in like 2 months.
Now we have to wait a year.
Now we have to wait a whole year.
And other movies that Doctor Strange is in coming out
yeah.
before it, which is going to be weird.
But it was intended to be literally like the smallest break between the show. So like you wouldn't have to wait so long and it would make sense for it to end on such like, you know, like what's going on.
Evan, what would you give it out of 10?
I'd give like an 8.5.
Any reasons?
Just 8.5, 8.5.
No, I liked it, but like, looking back on like the last episode, of course, like I had my hopes up, but like I'm not gonna let that deter it. I did get kind of bored from like the Wanda and Agatha flying battle.
The lasers.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, like
Even the Vision battle was kind of like,
I preferred the Vision one
Open your
over
third eye, bro.
yeah.
Wanda and
Oh,
Agatha
I wanna
because
talk
Wanda
about
and
that
Agatha
whole
were
one.
just shooting, and it was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
It
just
felt- it
overall,
went
we'll
on-
we'll get into depth about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
after
yeah.
this up. Hunter,
Overall,
you
I
ready?
like the series though.
Evan 8.5. Hunter?
I mean, I think you know my answer. It's a solid 10.
10.
To me, it was the best thing Marvel's made.
You said
Yeah.
that
This-
after the first episode.
I do agree
loved
it's
it
the best thing
immediately.
Marvel's made. But in a different day on Not the Nerd Podcast, we need to get into Hunter's rating scale on the way he rates things.
No, this is
We'll
solid.
talk about it a different time.
No,
Hunter's
'cause
rating
if you
scales.
know
This is
me-
the perfect thing.
Well, no,
ever
because
of all
you know,
time.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about him like
If you see Hunter's text every week, episode 1, that was the greatest episode 1. Episode
They
2,
did get better,
that was
though.
the best
No, no.
episode.
Did they not?
I'm talking
no,
about
they did.
I'm talking about like okay, I'll just say it now. We were like watching thing like, oh,
I know where
she's-
you're going
She's
with.
good looking. What would you rate her? I'd be like, oh, we're doing out of 100. I'd be like 85. Hunter's like 33. I'm like, what? I was at 33.
Because you're rating old women.
Now people are gonna be confused, bro.
No, just get back to WandaVision.
Okay.
So my rating scale's off.
No, but
Yeah.
What do you think?
I get,
So Hunter 10 out of 10.
I get the 10.
Well, hold on. Let me say my piece.
Well, actually,
Speak
let's
your
lead
truth,
into the next
queen.
part. What's your favorite part of the show? So
my
10 out of 10,
favorite,
what
my
is your
favorite part of the show
Light skin vision.
is the way they made the show,
Vision.
like the story,
Mhm.
the, you know, her going through these different eras. Because I like weird stuff and I like timepieces when they're quirky or like creepy or like sci-fi.
Yeah.
And so this fit directly into my lane where this is like, yeah, this is my jam.
This man likes the creepiest stuff, bro.
Yeah, and so
I like all
basically I
the
loved it,
weird
but also
stuff.
the story like between Vision and Wanda and seeing like her growth in the shows
Her like
has made me like her character more and
Oh,
Vision more because I didn't really care for
I
Vision
love
before,
Vision.
but Vision is like now one of my favorites. Like,
I
for
liked
sure.
him, but now it's like, oh, Vision. The goat.
Vision's. the
I loved
Vanilla
Vision as
Vision.
soon as well, I mean, he showed up in Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
but after that whole thing, I was like, oh, this guy's tight.
I think it was
Especially when it
cool
went through the
how
hammer.
He reminded me of Silver
Oh, he's-
Surfer, and Silver Surfer is one of my favorites.
I think it was cool how he basically, I like how they kind of transitioned Jarvis because he was
Yeah,
Jarvis
that's so
for
too.
however many movies. Basically, Iron Man's like Alexa, his butler, his digital butler. And then, yeah, it's cool how they're like, oh, we're going to put Jarvis into this machine. And then now
Paul
it's
Bettany's
Vision.
like, I finally get to show my
Right?
face on
that,
screen.
That was, so that's a cool idea too for that, just that character and stuff. So
He'd be looking
But-
buff too.
wait, so did you give Mason,
No
Mason,
cap.
did you give your score?
You
Yeah, I
gave it
gave
a 9.
it 9.5.
He said 9.5. Okay. No, it is good, but it's also because they were able to explain a story over 9 episodes, which was way longer than any Marvel movie. So I think that's why it's also really cool too.
They said it
is-
was like 6 hours
Oh,
of content,
and-
right?
yeah.
And this is my best, and I know that for a fact because I've been rewatching every single Marvel movie.
We've been too. What movie are you on?
Nice. We are on. We just finished Ant-Man.
Wait, did we just? Oh no, we finished Spider-Man: Homecoming, so we're like 2
Oh,
ahead
Black
of you.
Panther
I have
next.
Doctor
Civil
Strange
War.
next.
No, it's Civil War, Spider-Man, Black Panther, then Doctor Strange.
You got to include the
Okay.
Spider-Man movies, even
That's
though
a
they're not
lot.
on Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
So we were
I
watching.
didn't
Black
watch. I
Panther
didn't watch
next.
Hulk though. I don't know where to watch.
We
that.
tried to.
We tried to watch
we
it on the
have it
DVD,
I
but
remember
it
that
got
movie.
scratched
It
like halfway
sucks.
through, and
Wait,
we're like, we
which
give up.
one though?
The one with Edward
MCU
Norton.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
one where
terrible.
Tony and
General,
Nick Fury show up at the end.
At the very end.
It should not
It's
be
bad.
considered
Ross.
an MCU movie. That
We
movie
wish
is
it wasn't,
terrible.
but we.
I'm
had to watch
glad
it.
that what's his name? Mark Ruffalo took over too. He's
He's
such
so
a
much better. He is a little awkward, but
He is.
He fits the role.
But I think that's the whole idea of like Hulk's character as like a
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr.
He's a
Hyde.
little
Like
nerd guy.
basically,
Little dweeb.
Yeah,
Bruce
little dweeb.
Banner should be a completely different person than the Hulk.
I have something to say in relation to the Hulk, and it's in between him and Black Widow getting her own movie. You know how like they said instead of giving Hulk his own movies, we're gonna do like his character arc from Avengers and then Age of Ultron and then was it Thor Ragnarok, where like that kind of completes his arc into 3 acts. I feel like that's what they basically have done with Black Widow.
Yeah, but she
Like
doesn't need
she's
a
been there
movie.
since Iron Man 2.
Yeah, that
And
movie.
she's been
is,
in a lot of movies.
That movie is pointless.
Especially
The Black
now.
Widow movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
But
don't
it's
need
like-
to know about her past. We already know what it is.
But I feel like we're way past
In Winter Soldier, we got all we needed
like
from
the
her.
original Avengers solo movies.
Yeah.
To where like I don't really
And she's
care.
also dead.
yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
It
Yeah.
won't matter anything in Phase 4.
No.
Okay, Bevan, your favorite. Now, back to WandaVision. Your favorite part of WandaVision. Doesn't have to be like a scene or anything, just what you like the most about the show as a whole.
Oh, coming up with all these stupid theories. Like
was
Quicksilver.
fun. We'll
the whole,
get into
the
him
whole
too.
Mephisto stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, or we had all these ideas like, Fantastic Four gonna show up. It's gotta be him. Nope.
It's Reed Richards.
All these theories
John
all
Krasinski.
these I can't even say there are theories, but the theories that we heard and we liked, they all got shut down. But it was fun.
I'd say-
theorizing
Although,
about
like,
it.
those things, yeah, would have been dope. Like, to have John Krasinski as Reed Richards appear and to have Mephisto in the show, like, that would have been
Yeah.
amazing.
I thought
But,
they said as Pierre. I was like,
but the way they, finished the show is still amazing.
looking back on it, them trying to fit in even just 2 of those within the last 2 episodes, we're like, it's still possible, but
You're
you
not
can't
gonna have
introduce
enough time
them
now.
and wrap up
No.
this show in those 2 episodes with the new
I
character.
think by them doing those little hints though at maybe certain characters, like, because watching those, breakdowns and stuff, those YouTube videos, yeah, like they like to explain like those little, like, yeah, that video where I think whatever episode where the guy calls out, I have this space guy or this guy,
the aerospace
the
engineer.
aerospace engineer that I'm talking to. And that's where people are like, that
Reed
could-
Richards,
that could be
guys,
Reed
Reed
Richards,
Richards.
or what was the other?
Or where they kept making all the devil.
Yeah, all the
Easter
stuff
eggs,
with
like-
Mephisto.
obviously with
That's
Mephisto.
not the only place he is.
But yeah,
Unleash hell, demon spawn.
but I think that was their way of like trying to like hint at like fans and stuff of like, ooh, this could happen, and they're like, nah, we can't throw all this in.
I want to talk about Paul Bettany when he said there's a cameo.
Hold on, we'll get to that.
And well, I'm gonna
let
say-
me and Chase get our favorite parts out first. And then we're gonna like
Oh, that's
That's
right.
the whole thing.
Okay.
my favorite part. I didn't even think of an answer for this myself. I just liked how Chase, you go.
So I think my favorite part, and I think it has to just do with in a sense, the whole show in general, is the fact that I feel like I kind of knew from the start, and I don't know if I told any of you or maybe I told Becca, but like right away I was like, okay, the show's called WandaVision, and I think people were like thinking it's Wanda and Vision, but I was like, no, I think this whole show is Wanda's vision in a sense that this is all her and everything's controlled by her, and which basically it turns out to be. And I like the idea that it was kind of neat how she was controlling everyone in there. And then I liked, I guess in a sense, my favorite part would be the Halloween episode where it was cool when Vision was going way outside, in a sense, like her control radius. And they're literally, the people are just like frozen or they're
Yeah.
like stuck on a weird like
Like a
loop.
loop.
And I thought that was really cool because that reminded me of Rick and Morty episode where they basically go out of space and they get put in a simulator. And that happens where like they, for the dad, Jerry, he's in there too in the simulator. And they're like, oh, just put everything on like the lowest power, lowest whatever for Jerry. But like, we're going to put all the power in the simulator for Rick and Morty. And so like with Jerry, he's like doing his own thing in the simulator and everything's running on like the lowest quality. And so like stuff is glitching or like not working that well. And so it was cool seeing that in WandaVision. I was like, it's pretty funny. So
That part was creepy too.
Yeah, it was
You're like,
creepy.
what is going on? The lady's crying.
Yeah, because even Vision was kind of like, it's like,
I just thought it was something like a video game. Like if you're outside a certain radius of Wanda, then you're like chunks not loading in a video game. So I think it was just something like that.
It's like in Minecraft when the map doesn't load all the way.
Yeah, it's the
or just
different
any video
textures.
game, like
True.
the game just doesn't load, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look right.
I'd just say my favorite part was episode 7, the one like the Modern Family Malcolm in the Middle one. That was probably my favorite. No, that wasn't the Malcolm Middle. That was
That's the one where it's
Modern Family
revealed
one.
Agnes's like little
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah,
right?
it's
But
that one.
I know what you're talking about because it was totally like a 90s, like right off the bat, the little kids are like, yeah, so my mom and dad are kind of
Oh, no, I was
fighting.
talking
and
about
stuff.
the Modern
Oh,
Family.
you like the
one. I
Modern
accidentally
Family
said
one. Oh,
Malcolm in
okay.
the Middle.
But the
That
Malcolm
was
in the
my
one,
favorite.
it was cool
The
because
interview, like how they would interview him and
Mhm.
stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so the Mondays. I say that so much. That was so funny.
But it was cool.
I'm so glad you're referring to it as the Modern Family episode and not the Office one where it's like they do the talking heads in the interviews.
yeah, they just
Because
had
a lot
the
of
intro
people,
for
a
The
lot of people
Office.
kept saying
Oh,
like,
really?
"Oh,
That
this
was
is the
it.
Office style episode," and I honestly
it's
like
not.
I'm starting to hate The Office because people just won't shut up about it.
I love The Office, but people do just
I think
hype
it's
it. They talk
No,
about it way
it's-
too
oh,
much,
yeah.
so it's making me
No,
like it less.
That episode is clearly Modern Family. Like,
Yeah, the music.
it
the,
looks exactly.
No, the
like
intro
it.
was
Everything.
The Office.
intro
when
was
it
like
No,
an
I'm
Office.
not the music in the.
okay in the show. Yeah,
Yeah, in the show, like the little.
Like, because like,
I don't even know the.
yeah,
the
because
noises that they are.
when Wanda's like in her house and she's like in her like pajamas and like how it's filmed with like it's like really wide shot. That's
Yeah.
how
she's in her living
That's
room
how
on her
Modern
couch
Family.
talking to the camera.
Modern Family is like exactly like that. So, but it was cool to see the show go from like whatever the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s all the way through because that was really neat and stuff. And that was a cool take on seeing a show do that. So
people were saying on Twitter, they were like, pick your 4 sitcoms that you would be in, but just pick one that you would want.
Like
if you
actual
were, if
TV
you
show?
were Wanda and you were recreating everything,
oh yeah, because
Parks
what
and Rec.
sitcoms would you
Parks and
choose?
Rec.
Parks and
Ooh,
Rec.
wait, hold on.
I would choose Everybody Loves
Oh.
Raymond. It's the best sitcom ever.
I would do that one skit
That's a good
show.
one.
It was an amazing show.
George Lopez.
I
feel like we watched a lot of
intro,
George.
jumping on the trampoline.
Yeah, the
Oh.
trampoline and stuff.
That could have been so funny.
that
I would
would've
go
been
on
funny.
the I think you
would-
should leave with Tim Robinson. That one skit show was like the guy in the hot dog suit crashed into the.
What?
You remember that? We-
No.
we
Oh,
watched
I
that.
know, but that's not a
Did
sitcom.
you show us?
It's a sitcom.
Oh,
It's like a
It's the
skit
one where
show
it's like-
basically.
yeah, you
we-
showed us. I
Yeah,
remember.
It's
Where the
just
guy
a skit
crashes
show, but
into
I'd
the
go to
store
that.
dressed as a hot dog.
Yeah, it's
And
real
I
wacky
think I
comedy.
vaguely remember this.
It's basically just it's like a
It's
sitcom.
like
It's just scenes
fake.
from
Yeah.
life.
It's just like little skits.
Yeah.
It's just a skit pack, but I would go to that. Evan,
Or I want to be put in Blue's Clues. That's my
Blue's
show right there.
Clues.
I'll be Steve.
They could have had what's his name? Sparky.
Yeah, Sparky the
They
dog.
could have made him.
He's
Yo,
blue.
R.I.P. Sparky.
Damn.
I would say
Sparky too.
Yeah,
The trap remix of Agatha All Along. Check it out. Leland something.
I can't remember.
Jeez.
Very fire.
It'll be in the link on YouTube.
I'd say one of my favorite shows is How I Met Your Mother.
oh, that would be yeah.
Okay. That's actually a good one.
I don't want to do Friends.
No.
Friends is the worst show ever made.
Nobody-
Don't reference
It's the
that
worst
show.
show ever made.
Nobody wants.
I want to
that.
be in the Friends version from the Jay-Z music video.
Or what about,
Jay-Z.
Yo, the guy from
JC.
NSYNC.
Or what about Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
Oh, it's a
That'd
good
be
one.
pretty fire.
That would be a cool one.
There's a lot of good ones.
There's yeah. So
Or Big Time Rush.
And so
okay, Hannah Montana.
as Evan mentioned earlier,
Yo, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody would have been
Ooh.
sweet.
Sweet Life on
Ooh,
Deck.
Sweet Life on Deck.
Wait, do a Sweet Life on Deck, but of
Sweet
the
Life
two
on Deck's
kids,
good.
the twins,
Ooh. Billy and
and
Tommy.
Yeah.
Billy and Tommy.
Hey, that
Marvel.
Hey.
Contact us. We got a show idea.
knock on wood. That's our copyright.
We're going to bring up the Paul Bettany secret cameo.
Yeah. So like Evan was saying earlier, what do you guys think of Paul
Let
Bettany?
him say. He's
What I was going to say was I don't think the only reason they ever brought up a secret cameo was because of Luke Skywalker's cameo in Mandalorian, and people were still like blown away by that. And then WandaVision came out a week or two later. And I think like the original interview question was like, oh, is there going to be a Luke Skywalker style cameo? So like the only reason that idea was in people's head was because Mandalorian just did it.
Yeah.
And then Paul Bettany kind of just dug
No,
himself
that
into
they
a really
asked that
deep hole.
question to Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, okay. My bad.
His question was just
But
like
she
it was
said-
like the same thing.
But because her answer was kind of like,
They both did the same thing.
she said
Yeah.
yes as a Luke Skywalker cameo, which she was wrong.
but
I
I
mean,
feel
the
like it
cameo is
only
cool.
the topic
It was
only
tight,
popped up
but not Luke
because
Skywalker.
of the Luke Skywalker
Yeah,
reveal.
yeah.
It was so big.
But then him being like,
Wait, so what was
Well,
that?
He's an actor I've
What
always
was the
wanted to-
cameo then? I don't
Him making
remember.
White
his
Vision.
jokes.
Oh, that was
The
he was
cameo
in the
was-
cameo?
he was
Okay,
messing
yeah.
around saying like he's an
Every
actor.
interview.
I'll pull up the exact quote.
Every interview he was saying, "There's an actor I've never worked with.
Oh.
Huge surprise.
I've wanted
We
to
have
work with them all my
fireworks
life.
together."
Oh,
We have
okay.
great chemistry
Then
on
it's-
set, and
so
it's himself.
He was
it's
making a
himself
joke,
at himself.
and-
Okay.
Yeah.
When you just read the quote in text, it's like you're not going to get his tone of voice or
Yeah.
like that.
So you're like,
but when you hear him
what?
say it, you're like, this man is clearly talking about himself. Like he's doing it in a joking,
Yeah.
sarcastic way.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul Bettany, this exact quote. It's an actor that I've longed to work with all of my life. We have some amazing scenes together, and the chemistry between us is, I think, extraordinary. It's just fireworks on set, so I'm really excited for people to see that stuff.
So people after that were like, oh my gosh.
Everyone's
who
like,
is it?
yo, is it going to be
Doctor Strange, Magneto,
Magneto?
All right, so
Sir.
then I'm gonna-
Ian McKellen.
I'll ask
Ian
you guys
McKellen.
then, if
Not
there
Sir-
could have been a Luke Skywalker type of cameo, who would you have wanted to be?
I
Would
feel
you
like I
have
don't know
wanted?
too much about Wanda
Mephisto.
and comics.
I
Just
wanted-
whoever the
know.
heck plays Mephisto.
I wanted Mephisto so badly.
just because that would have been so
I was
sick.
thinking Doctor Strange, just because then it would totally just lead into the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know
when
why
I think
people thought
of
it
when I
would've
hear a
been him, though.
Luke Skywalker cameo, I think of like someone that literally everybody loves. And like Luke Skywalker kicked off Star Wars. So it's like he's like the OG.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
trying to think of
Like
like
it would just
Doctor
be
Strange doesn't
it would just
fit
be
that
Iron Man.
criteria for me.
Like in the Marvel world, it would just be Tony Stark showing up, and everyone would go, "Oh my god, he's back!"
I think, but I don't blame
People
her.
would freak out.
I don't blame her for saying yes because what's she gonna say? No.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no
Yeah,
cameo.
because then
For
it's
a
like, why
minute-
am I watching this show?
For a minute, I had the thought, I was like, oh, what if Captain Marvel shows up because of Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to know what
I
was
want
the
the
whole
Spider-Man 3 girl.
Milk Girl. Bring
Cookies.
Spider-Man 3
Oh,
Milk
Milk Girl.
Girl.
Yo, Milk Girl.
Do you think they might have her? Do you think she'll be in the
Bring
Spider-Man
Milk
movie?
Girl back.
If she's in,
If she
No, no, no.
is, that'll be the best thing ever.
just cast her as somebody
After
else.
watching
Do you want milk?
this show, I feel like, yeah, it's confirmed that
They're not.
we're not getting Tobey Maguire. We're not getting
So
Andrew
people are gonna say
Garfield.
Spider-Man was disappointing. There's
But
no
yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
Garfield.
They're gonna pull the Ralph Boner on us.
They're gonna pull a boner.
They're gonna
on
pull a
us.
boner.
But do you
on
think
us.
this could be the
Boner.
intro to Miles?
How?
I
with
feel
the
like
Spider-Man
he
movie,
will
with the
be introduced
multiverse?
a little later.
I don't
Because
think he'll be
Spider-Man and
introducing
Miles
that.
don't exist in the same universe, do they?
I think it'd be cool if in
Well, it
Spider-Man,
depends
I
on
don't
what multiverse.
because if they do this multiverse Spider-Man thing, it'd be cool if like even just if it was the end of the movie, if Deadpool like came in at the end of the movie and like
Oh,
talked
yeah.
to like like he does when he breaks the fourth wall. It'd be
I'm
cool.
so excited for Deadpool.
So if Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds basically was like popped in at the very end of the movie and then like said something about like
he
what?
needs to start showing up
Like,
in these shows.
So it'd be funny if they
It'd be
don't
hilarious.
look at
A Deadpool show would be
if they
funny.
don't do the 3 Spider-Man.
You're onto something.
If they don't do the 3 Spider-Man in the movie, it'd be funny if he popped at the end and was like, I thought there were going to be 3 Spider-Man in this
Yeah.
movie. And then,
Oh,
like,
he
and then
makes
that was
that
it.
joke. Yeah, yeah.
And then
That would
that's
be
and then
funny.
that's it. And you're just like, what? That was awesome.
Or him like in a cheesy Spider-Man
Oh,
costume,
that'd be-
pretending he's one of them.
That would be good.
That would be comedy.
I want the Japanese Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Yo.
Spider-Man.
He's gonna be in the next Into the Spider-Verse
his,
movie.
Yeah.
his spider run, his sideways run.
String.
That
Spider
show's so
Sting.
bad.
So
What does he say?
But
What does he call his call? Marvela.
Oh wait, so you want Mephisto?
I
You
want
want Mephisto?
Mephisto or Reed Richards, I really want.
That would be cool. I was going like Captain Marvel or, who was it? I can't think of who's like would be connected to Wanda or
like,
something.
Magneto or Professor X or a mutant.
Wolverine.
I think, yeah, if just another mutant.
of the
to
House
show
of
Oh,
up.
that's
M
gonna be so
comic.
weird when they reboot X-Men and it's not gonna be Hugh Jackman.
He would have been done anyway.
I know
mean,
that,
so
but like
old.
still,
I
it's just
want
gonna be
an all
weird.
new cast.
But it's to me, it's gonna be like watching the Solo movie, and it's like that's not.
Yeah.
Solo
Han
was
Solo.
good. I don't care
I
what
did
people
not
say.
like that.
Solo.
I
is
haven't even
good.
finished it.
Solo was a great movie.
I know we're supposed to be talking WandaVision, but real quick, because I love Han Solo, but it's just like I think yeah, people are so big of Harrison Ford fans that they're like,
Yeah.
right?
I got 2 posters.
Yeah. I think just right off the bat, people were before even
Oh,
seeing
man.
the movie, people were like, "This is stupid. Why would they even make this? Not even Harrison Ford."
He
so it's
killed
like
it.
going into that movie, if you're already like, this movie sucks, it's not Harrison Ford, and you're gonna whine about it the whole
Yeah.
time, then yeah, at the end of the movie, you're like,
oh, you wanted
I didn't go in-
this
Luke
movie's
Skywalker
steward.
appearance in Mandalorian, the whole movie.
yeah.
I
be
didn't go
terrible.
in thinking like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. But I was like, I just know
But
it's gonna be hard for me to get used to this
but
guy's
you
Han
for
Solo.
sure, you had a bad taste in your mouth because you're
Yeah.
like, it's not Harrison Ford, guys.
Because I mean, Harrison
So-
Ford is pretty cool. Bro.
But yeah, I think
Greatest
that
actor of
movie,
all time.
it was just, it's a great, if you just look at
Move
it
out of
as
the way,
a,
Leo.
if you just look at it as a Star Wars movie, just another Star Wars movie, you'd be like, it's a pretty cool movie. So, hey, it had Paul Bettany in it.
True.
Huh?
He's kind
I
of intimidating.
picture-
Oh, he's already in the
For
DC
movies,
universe?
movies have to entertain. That's their job. If it entertains me, it's good.
Honestly, same. Yeah.
So what do you guys think though of White Vision?
Okay, hold
just
on. I wanna
existing
talk
now,
about
I was
White
so
Vision.
pumped about it because I have one comic book where he's White Vision, and it's the stupidest comic book ever. It's just him going to Hollywood, and he's on a talk
It's the
show.
best. I took a L on White Vision. The White Vision appears in a comic book called The West Coast Avengers 65, and it's a comic book that I've wanted for a little while, but it's always been like $20, right? And so I was like,
Not too expensive.
it's not expensive, but I was just like, oh, I'll get it sometime, in the future. And so I watched the episode where he appears at the very end, and I immediately go on like eBay and Mercari. I'm like, I gotta get this comic because I know it's gonna shoot up in price.
And
And they were literally selling like right before I could get them, and they're now selling for like 200, and they're gonna sell for more because he's probably gonna reappear.
that sucks.
And I would buy it now for 200 and then just or don't.
I already
Heck
bought
no.
an expensive
Oh,
comic.
I remembered my second cameo. Who I wanted? I wanted Ultron to
Mm.
because that's what I thought
to be
they
the
were-
voice of him.
I didn't want the voice, but like
You just wanted him
the
to appear.
idea of like, oh, that's what they were doing with Vision's body. They were trying to bring back Ultron.
Is that the only? He's on the cover of 2 comics. Why not go for the one where this one
It's
looks
the
like
first
he's
appearance,
I know.
guy. First appearance, all that matters. I
That's a
bought
bummer.
the first appearance of Miles. That's
Hey,
why I'm not buying.
You were
comics
smart
right now.
though when you bought all the WandaVision comics.
Oh yeah, I copped them all.
You copped them before I think the show started. And because I bet now if you go back and look, I bet if you want to buy the whole set, it's like
Yeah.
12. How many is it?
12.
12. If you want 12 comics now, I bet people are trying to sell you for.
What do you think his future is in the MCU?
I feel like he has.
I
to come
think he
back.
would
I mean,
just be.
He clearly is himself now,
um,
right?
He would just be a. I think I don't know. Would he be a bad guy? So
No, I mean,
no, because
in
I
the
guess
scene
he unlocked him, didn't he?
in the scene he's clearly Vision because he says, "I'm
He's
the
like,
Vision."
"I'm Vision,"
and then
or
he
whatever,
looks
so-
exactly like himself, and then he
I'm
flies by.
Vishan.
I'm Vishan.
Vishan. So
No, but
I think if he's just a new like
I don't know
guess,
where
like,
he went.
If he's just Vision, so
We could just cut this part out.
yeah, we can.
No, we'll just leave it in.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Becca.
I didn't
I'll
know.
Venmo you.
I didn't know their door needed tons of WD-40 on it.
Yeah.
So
This will be like the outtake. Raw and uncut.
yeah,
uncut WandaVision talk.
White Vision.
Uncircumcised.
yeah.
I don't know where he went. I mean, he clearly is himself. He's
Yeah,
clearly Vision
what-
again.
All right, what do you think that basically Vision unlocking him in a sense, or almost like, because
Well, no, he has
Has the memories but no emotion.
the Vision in the Hex had the Mind Stone.
Well, we don't know
because
yet
of-
because he pretty much bounced as soon as.
Well, no, but he
he
gave him the
had
memories
the Mind
but no
Stone, right?
emotion.
The
to
Vision
it.
in the Hex because of Wanda, who
because
has the Mind
Wanda
Stone in
says
her.
the Mind Stone's in.
And if you
her.
watch the scene of him coming alive, he
Yeah,
is all
it-
Mind
it
Stone.
literally just comes out.
So he's like real because remember, everything in the Hex is real. So he gives his Mind Stone
'Cause
powers
that's why
too. That's why
you
it
see
turns
it
I
all
don't think
yellow.
that's
yellow,
what he
it-
did.
I think that's what happened.
I think it was like
he
with
turned yellow, and then he basically
he unlocked his memory.
he said he was unlocking it because he's like, you have all the stuff. He's like, they're just being
But hold
hidden
on,
from you.
this all leads up to the thing I wanted to talk about for a little bit,
Okay.
just for a small bit, because I looked up into the ship of Theseus
Mhm.
because it
Oh
intrigued me.
yeah,
Because it was
yeah.
interesting.
Why they talked
Their
about that
conversation was
particular
really cool.
Philosophical.
And so basically, the ship of Theseus is, in Greece there was a god who had a ship of Theseus, pretty much a ship, and basically the theory is there's no answer to it. It's just a theory that they've made. And so over time, this ship slowly needs to repairs, right?
Yeah.
It was like 9
So-
centuries. It said something like that the boat sailed
Yeah.
for.
So every couple years, one of the planks has to be repaired, right? And so eventually, after thousands of years, the boat is no longer going to be its original wood.
It's all new.
It's going to be all new planks. So is it still the ship of Theseus? And then they ask more questions in the theory of, well, is the other ship, if you restore all the wood,
Of the
and
old
you build a
planks.
whole new ship exactly like with the old planks, is that the real ship of Theseus, or is it not the ship of Theseus because you've modified it?
Yeah.
And then are both ship of Theseus or are none of them ship of Theseus? And then there's like, I watched the video and there's like 7 different solutions, but I thought it was interesting. And so basically none of them are Vision.
Mm-mm. Vanilla Vision, as Mrs.
None of them
Underoos
are
would say.
Vision. And yeah, so
I guess
he's
yeah.
a new Vision.
That's what I say. None are the OG, if you want to say that.
None are actually Vision.
But the two, in a sense, are like Vision.
It's a very philosophical question.
I was saying when he touched the whatever the chip on his forehead was, it was like when
Jarvis took over Ultron.
like when Vision went to Ultron's head
Oh,
in Age of
yeah.
Ultron and like erased him from the internet or whatever.
Uh,
Like he grabbed his head and they all went yellow in his head. So I think him doing that was just like uncovering what blocked the memories. So now that Vision has all the memories, but I don't think he has any of the emotional attachment to them. So it'd be like me telling every single memory I have. He would have the memories, but he wouldn't
He doesn't become Mason.
yeah.
he wouldn't like feel the memories that I'm telling him. So I think
That's why it's
I
the
think
ship of
Vision left
Theseus.
just went like soul searching to like uncover humanity
because he doesn't
and all
love
that.
Wanda.
Yeah,
He
no.
doesn't have the love.
So I think we're not going to see
But
him
I
for.
think he used the Mind Stone to unlock it.
I
is
think
what it
I think he
looked like.
did use my son to unlock it, but I hope that I kind of hope that we don't see that Vision for like movies. I don't want to see him until 2 years plus.
I
want to
see him again though.
Oh, I definitely want to see him again, but I don't want to see him like pop up in Doctor Strange like, "Hey, I'm regular Vision again."
Yeah.
No. That would just be lame.
He just colors himself. Like, tries to look like the.
Yeah, do you think he's gonna be white from now on?
That would just be the white Vision.
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna be white. Yeah.
but I don't like how his mouth looks.
You don't like his human
he looks,
eyes.
I think he looks cooler because in the comics he looks mean. He has like
Yeah.
the way he looks different as the White Vision. So
Like in the
I think he looks
comic,
cooler and meaner.
the comic
I
he
don't
But
like
his
how he
mouth
looks in
did look
real life.
weird, but I think they made his mouth look different on purpose. Because it goes back to normal as soon as he's like, "I'm the Vision."
I feel
His,
like
eyes
I
and
feel like
everything.
his little chip too. They almost made it look like the Iron Man
yeah.
like thing on his chest. So
But I like White Vision. I just don't want to see him for a long time. I want him to like come back like with some profound discovery. Like, oh, he's just woke. I want him to be woke when he
Woke
comes
Vision.
back.
Let's start to wrap this up because this is a long episode, and plus Mom's gonna be home like any minute. I feel like, and I don't want her walking in and
Well,
like
if
her
anything-
and Greg being like,
Well, if anything,
"Hey."
we pause it then. But
"Yeah, but we said it was gonna be 25-minute episodes, and we're already."
Well, I figured this one would be longer because we're trying to like encapsulate the whole show.
and it's 4 people talking.
But I feel like we're
about
also
it.
not gonna limit ourselves. This could go on for so much longer.
We're gonna keep going.
Well, when it comes to because we're gonna do,
But we want to make these 25-minute episodes, so we want to.
There's no way that'll
keep
be
them short.
25 minutes.
we're gonna.
Well, we gotta.
do-
That's what we need to make them 25 and limit
No,
ourselves.
we will. When it comes to, because we're gonna be doing episode by episode these. So episode, you can't talk about episode forever.
yeah,
This we're talking about 9 episodes in one.
because the
You know
whole
what I mean?
idea is basically this is going
Wait,
to
so
be.
we're gonna go over the WandaVision episodes?
No,
one
no,
by
no,
one?
no.
heck no.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like
This
when
is-
those,
yeah.
when those shows come out. we're
So
gonna cover
this
those.
new series, if we do call it NAP, Nerdified, if that's what we do call it, yeah, everyone, you will be able to, watch the new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
and then be able to listen to our podcast or watch on YouTube.
That's the whole purpose. Is to
That's what
get-
we want to do. So yeah, us talking about one episode, we'll be able to cut it down to 25
We're
minutes.
gonna bite Eric
So,
Voss's entire thing.
pretty much,
basically. So
and also to help us get views.
yeah,
We're selfish.
and it's just more content
Well, and
for
it's
everyone else.
easier for
So,
people who listen to the podcast who want just the comedy.
yeah,
They listen to regular episodes. People who
if
like
you
the nerd
love
stuff
nerdy
listen
stuff,
to the
you're
nerd
gonna love
episodes.
this.
Because like I
We-
know
we like
So-
nerdy
some
stuff.
of my
I-
friends who like the actual podcast, they don't care about nerd stuff. So whenever we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it, I guarantee they probably just turn it off right
yeah.
there.
We're still gonna talk about some nerd stuff, but
We'll
it
just
won't be
try
in
and-
depth like this.
It would be cool
We'll be
however
saving
we
it.
do it, because like some like this one like other podcast, I listen to, like it'll like if like, so say for us, like our main episodes, it'll say it'll just be like it'll just continue on to whatever episode we're on, 18, 19, 20, but then like say in between that it'll be like whatever
Episode
this is,
one
it'll go
of
episode
Nerdified
1,
Average Podcast.
whatever, Nap, episode 1 of Nap, Winter Soldier, Falcon, whatever, and then it'll go episode 21, 22, and then episode 2 of that. So it'll
Can
be
you put them
cool.
into like playlists or something, kind of like
You
the
could do-
Dissect podcast does,
I think you can do like different, like
or like an
categories or
album
whatever,
or
yeah.
So
something.
that'd
That's
be-
why I think we have like a different, like in the some of the episodes. Say we do call a Nerdified Average Podcast. We just do like capital NAP : and then whatever, like WandaVision series breakdown.
yeah, like episode 1 of
Mhm.
Falcon and Winter Soldier breakdown or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, we'll
figure out the
but
titles.
Yeah.
It's working.
Winter Soldier.
By the time you're listening to this,
Foss.
we figured it out,
Falcon and the Winter
hopefully.
Soldier.
Foss.
So what else is we want to talk about?
Do you think Mephisto is still a possibility in the MCU?
Oh,
I hope so.
I don't know if he's gonna have a big role, but I feel like he's definitely gonna show up.
I hope
I-
he shows up, but I don't think
I
he'll
think
be a
he
big
could
role
show up
either.
in Doctor Strange because, it looks like that's going to be darker. Originally, they wanted it to be more horror film like.
Let's actually expand this with-
fired that director and got Sam Raimi instead, which is better.
But then it won't be like
Um,
full horror movie though.
No, not like it was supposed to be.
If they want to go full horror or something, then you might as well hire like a
James Wan.
or like Guillermo del Toro, who does like super weird dark.
James Wan
He did
was-
movies.
Pan's Labyrinth, right?
Yes.
So
And
I say
he did Hellboy and stuff like
Yeah.
that too.
I
so.
say let's finish the episode talking about the post-credit scene. What do you think it's setting up? The one, not the one of Monica with the
Hold
scroll.
on.
'Cause that
Thoughts on
one's-
Agatha.
Well, we're
Let's
gonna
not
talk
get-
about that one.
She better come back. That one's like minor.
You want Agatha to come back?
It's
I
not
want-
minor. It's introducing a whole new superhero.
Not gonna lie.
No, I'm saying like the post-credit scene of her with like, oh, Nick Fury wants to talk to you. or
Yeah,
whatever.
but that's like okay. Now she's gonna be here for a while now. I feel like it's
Yeah.
pretty big.
Whatever.
What's her character called again?
I think it's Photon.
Right
She
or,
has like 5 names. She's Captain
that what it is?
Marvel, Photon, Spectrum,
Spectrum.
Photon and Spectrum are the two that I
many
know
other
of.
ones.
I thought Spectrum was a different.
No, it's
Character, isn't it?
all her.
It's all her.
Yeah.
Isn't Spectrum in the comics that white and green person?
No, she's like
Or that's a different.
she's
one.
always black and white. Her suit.
I
But
was thinking something else.
okay, so Agatha, I hope
Oh, I was thinking of Spectra, like SPECTRE. You know that one where
I
he looks
hope-
like a white and green
I
Moon
think
Knight.
so.
I hope Agatha stays around and Wanda
Moon
goes
Knight.
back to her.
I cannot wait for Moon
Moon
Knight.
Knight's
To,
gonna be
like,
fire.
I hope Wanda goes back to her for help, like if she needs tips on anything. Like
Yeah.
Well,
she'll be like Eric Voss is saying, she'll be like a Loki character.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause in
now-
the
Who started
comics,
bad,
she's-
but then helps
Yeah.
So
Now-
she'll help out Wanda.
yeah,
with
I'm
whatever.
curious now though, because I guess like I always thought like Wanda's powers is like, yeah, it's just more she's a mutant, so it's like she just has powers. Whereas like, Agatha was like, no, you're a witch. You're like basically you're doing magic, and that's when she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, I just got these powers, but the lady's like, who? Agatha's basically like, where'd you learn all this stuff? And so that's where I wonder is like,
How the heck did you become a witch?
yeah, like, because it's like, yeah,
Well, she's the Scarlet Witch.
she's the Scarlet Witch, which I guess in a sense you just
She's
have,
the most
your powers
important,
are
yeah.
just given to you, which that's how it happened. She just unlocked her powers. So,
I think it's cool that we finally are gonna call her
Scarlet
Scarlet Witch
Witch.
instead of Wanda.
because yeah, I
I
saw
feel like I'm always gonna call her Wanda though.
I saw that
Yeah,
in
'cause
the
That's just how I've
Scarlet
known
Witch,
her. Yeah.
because
But the suit is fire.
it always was weird in all the Marvel
Yeah.
and all the Avengers stuff. Mason over here
Mason
like,
Maximoff.
Hey, I would change my last name for her.
so
Mason Olsen.
Mason Olsen. I thought you made me lose it now talking about Mason Olsen.
Comment down below.
The witch, Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
Witch.
yeah. Oh, how in all the Avenger movies, yeah, she was just Wanda and she like never had a suit and like she never really fought either. Because I don't think people know in the very first movie that you ever saw her in, they're supposed to be like kids. Like her and her brother are supposed to be like 16.
Teenagers.
Yeah, they're just teenagers. And then you got creepy.
And then in one
Vision
movie,
doesn't have an age really.
he's
so,
a baby, bro.
But he's over here like, I'll take care of you.
I like the little one.
Yeah. But yeah, she was always Wanda. She like didn't fight ever. And so yeah, it is cool that she's finally an Avenger. She really is like a superhero. She's got a cool suit.
Now she's like most
She can
powerful.
fight. Yeah.
Oh, she's by far the most powerful right
Yeah.
now, I feel.
Did you
Her or Captain
she
Marvel?
lost
did
to
you ever
Hawkeye.
see
I
that
thought she's
the-
whooping Captain
Hawkeye
Marvel
knocked her out with
easy.
one electric shock arrow.
Oh wow.
My goat.
Did you ever see that little interview that the Kevin Feige guy?
Feige. Kevin Feige.
Feige, I want to call him that still. That's a lot of people call his name.
Feige's just not his last
It's
name.
Kevin Feige.
Yeah. But
Kevin Feige.
someone asked him, like he was at like a thing where fans can ask questions, and someone said, "Who do you think is the most powerful character out of all the Avengers?" And he like was just like straight up, he was like Wanda.
He said
And-
Wanda would have killed Thanos.
Yeah, he's like Wanda could have killed Thanos, but
It's
it didn't
easily her.
happen. Yeah. So that was like, whoa, like
And then do you
Alright,
think
she's gonna
she's
be pretty
going to
tough.
be the bad guy in Doctor Strange?
She's going to be responsible for it, whether it's her or...
She's gonna be she's gonna be the
She-
antagonist.
Even after knowing what she did
What do you mean?
in the Hex?
I feel like she's gonna be like the Thanos type of bad guy, to where like she has good intentions with what she's trying to do, but like
or
it's gonna end
But
up.
she's still learning.
Either
her
she
powers.
will be the villain or her trying to get to Billy and Tommy will cause...
Yeah. She's going to
villain somehow.
again
because look
go
at
to that feeling over
So
logic.
she's gonna
and-
do something, cause kind of a villain type thing, but then work with Doctor Strange and whoever.
because basically the whole show is she doesn't even know that she's
Oh, what's his name?
like she doesn't even know that she's doing
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. And so maybe that's what will happen. Yeah, her
Mordo?
emotions get to her, and then that like she
Mordo?
just starts she's like, I don't know I'm doing this.
Yeah, that's why I wonder though, because I think she's gonna be bad because of
Wong.
the Darkhold. I think the Darkhold is gonna,
Yeah.
because that's like
Should we
the
talk
book
about
of the damned, and I
the
think it's gonna
post-credit scene
control
now?
her.
That's
Yeah.
what that's what I was looking at right here. I had it pulled up because it says, what is the Darkhold? And yeah, it basically just has to do with that book
And I
of the
think
damned.
Doctor
she's in it
Strange.
too,
I
so
think
she's
Doctor
damned.
Strange is gonna be trying to,
Stop her.
obviously, stop her, and also train her in her powers.
And she's going to kill him.
No.
This is pretty
Who do you
cool.
think? Hold on. who
Gone
do you-
and now.
Since it's called the Multiverse of Madness, the multiverse is obviously going to open.
Nightmare.
Who do you think is going to how do you think they're going to start introducing people from multiverse?
Who knows?
And
Wanda's
who are
going to
they
do
going to
something.
bring in?
It's going to be a spillover event from something Wanda does. That's my guess. After the
And
post
do
scene,
you
that's
think we will see her children as who they are in the comics?
Their superhero.
Wiccan.
name.
Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah.
Because they are Young Avengers and they're introducing Young Avengers with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye. They're introducing
Are they doing Ironheart too?
Monica.
Ironheart. She is confirmed. They're doing
Bro, why didn't anyone tell me
someone
about
else.
these?
But then
auditions?
Miles Morales has to be in that book, or has to be in that category, because one, he's like the biggest character now, and so
Caleb McLaughlin. We need him.
I think he'd be pretty good.
That'd be so fire.
But if they bring Miles, I want them to bring Prowler, and I want Donald Glover to come back for that.
Prowler has to be.
I want Nova to come in and be a young Avenger,
Nova definitely needs to be. In
and I
this.
want
Thanos literally killed the entire Nova Corps to get the Power Stone.
No, he's gonna show up.
Now that man's dead.
I cannot wait for Moon Knight. I don't know who's gonna play him.
Oh, Oscar Isaac's confirmed.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
Oscar.
Yes.
Fire.
And then I
Yeah,
can't
you
wait.
like that?
Miss Marvel.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for.
I couldn't
I
think
want a
of
Silver
it.
Surfer to come back.
I'm not gonna say what Chase searched, but Miss Marvel.
I want to
as
see
well.
Doctor Spectrum come
Yeah,
up.
Miss Marvel. I
I'll
want to
show you what it looks
see.
I was like,
I
what's
think
her
Moon
name?
Knight is the next show I'm most excited for.
Yeah,
His school computer.
I want this guy to show up.
They're gonna be like, wait, what?
Excuse me.
Looks
If they
cool.
make him look like that, it'd be
Yeah.
dope. But Moon Knight, I'm most excited for that show.
And with the direction Black Panther 2 is going to go, do you think Shuri's going to be Black Panther?
I feel like
I think it'd be dope to see her do that and kind of go with the Young Avengers.
yeah. I feel like that's their only option, honestly.
What about M'Baku?
No, not M'Baku. I want
Maku.
No, I'm joking. Obviously.
what's
not.
his name?
Are they gonna bring Killmonger back?
I hope not.
I really hope not. Yeah, he was bad.
His character was just like whatever.
He was cool though.
It was I don't really like Michael B. Jordan like that.
I don't like him as of now.
No, Michael B. Jordan.
And two, I give it a couple months.
I want Martin Freeman to be the new Black Panther. The white guy.
The white guy? The white guy from
Oh.
Civil or
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no. The guy who has no arm.
How tall?
Oh, I
Is
like
he?
how-
No, 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 no,
I
no.
like how the,
Oh no,
it's a
that's
picture-
not him. That's not him.
I like how it's a picture of him that said Black Panther right below it.
Didn't he die or no?
No.
Martin Freeman?
Okay,
Not
no.
in real
But
life.
Okay,
Not in
back-
real life.
back to WandaVision though.
Yeah.
So
How tall is Martin Freeman?
you guys think that post credit scene
Probably
set her
5'3".
up? Do you think the post credit scene set her up to be a
He's
villain?
5'6.5".
Alejandro.
5'6.5" Black Panther.
I think
I don't know.
the way that they showed
That
Well,
was
fir-
evil.
fir-
That was
first
an
off,
evil post
the
credit
very
scene.
end of
First
her
off-
eyes turning all
I don't
red
think it
and
was
everything.
evil.
That was evil, bro.
I think it
for
is
you that don't
evil.
know, there was like a second post credit scene. Because I bet there's people that don't even know. Like, wait, what was another one?
Well, now they know.
Yeah, now you know.
She was astral projecting. That's how the other one was there.
She basically was doing
Yeah.
what Doctor Strange
She's
does.
she's very powerful.
That just showed
obviously.
that she's way more
But
powerful than him though, because
she's reading the book, and obviously
Because he was asleep when he did it.
yeah.
She's going crazy reading the book, and so it's making her bad. That book is bad, and so she's also supposed to be bad, as
Yeah.
Agatha said.
Like you were your destiny is
you
to
are
wipe
going
out
to destroy
everyone.
the universe. And so
She
I
didn't say
think
wipe
that
out everyone.
I think that even hearing her kids, obviously, she loves her kids. She wants her kids to be alive, and I think they are going to be alive because of the Young Avengers.
Not as the ones they were in the show though.
I
don't
think they might.
they'll be them. They'll be
I think they might
older.
come back, as kids, but who knows? They might be older, or she might something with the multiverse. I mean, obviously that.
I don't think it's
multiverse
gonna
is
be
gonna
those
play a big
actors, but
role.
I think Billy and Tommy will come back as the superheroes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not confirmed yet, but I think
I feel
with
like
the
it's
show,
I
it's
feel like it's definitely confirmed with Kate Bishop and Ironheart, and
oh, but I'm saying like with them specifically coming into
Yeah.
the Young Avengers. But I think that post-credit scene, I think it definitely set her up as a villain now.
I definitely got the vibe that she's going bad.
And then like at the end of it, with the red flash in front of with two white eyes, maybe it could be eyes at the end.
I can't
Mephisto?
wait for the is it Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi.
I don't know. It's an
I don't know
ass.
how to
I don't know how to
pronounce
pronounce it.
God, idiot.
How do you pronounce them?
Shang-Chi, I
It's
think.
Shang-Chi.
I think it's Shang-Chi.
I'm excited for that
I
one.
don't think it's Shang.
I don't know how it's gonna tie into the other movies though.
It's gonna be. It's set in the
He's gonna
past,
tie in
right?
with like Moon Knight,
It's the Mandarin is the villain, right?
but Moon Knight better be rated R.
Did you hear
Because
I don't
they're
think-
gonna make
They were saying
Deadpool?
Deadpool's the only rated R.
and not Blade?
Yeah, which is a no. Hopefully they change their mind.
I'll say it's finished up with WandaVision
This,
now. 'Cause We're almost
um,
at an hour.
This last little thing, we're talking about the Darkhold and obviously Wanda as in this, she might be the bad guy or the antagonist. In this thing, yeah, says the Darkhold is basically, like you said, it's the forbidden magic. It's also chaos magic, as Agatha put it. And then she's basically, this is going to be a problem for Doctor Strange because, in a sense, his job, he, watches over all of
magic
the
stuff.
universe, all magic and whatnot. And like in the Thor movie, when Thor comes back to Earth to go look for his dad, Doctor Strange shows up to
In
be
Ragnarok.
like, Doctor Strange shows up and he like takes him and he's kind of like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Because he watches out for just any he's like the magic cop. he's like whoa, wait, someone else is doing magic here.
So
I
what was
gotta make sure you're not doing any bad magic. So obviously, something's gonna happen with Wanda where she's maybe
think
not
her
intentionally.
Her powers are gonna overtake her. pretty much.
and
I
her-
want to know what
and
Doctor.
then that's gonna have him come in. That's gonna be the whole movie. Basically, is him trying to interfere and be like, hey, you can't be doing this.
Unless we get Mephisto and he's like, because obviously the devil, which is Mephisto,
Yeah.
can go like, all throughout the earth and stuff. And so I feel like he put the thought or whatever of her kids, or like he purposely let her hear her kids so that she can go crazy. Because in the comics, he's like, her kids are
His
part
soul.
of him.
They're puppets.
They're
basically.
part of his soul. So I feel like he has to play a role in this in the Doctor Strange movie, and if he doesn't, I'll be disappointed.
Well, did you see in one of those YouTube videos explaining? They talked about a character called like Nightmare or something.
Yeah,
That's
Nightmare.
I think people are saying he's going to be the villain of the Doctor Strange movie.
But then, yeah, possibly then maybe also Mephisto too. I don't know.
Both are cool.
Super random, but I totally forgot we were getting a She-Hulk movie.
Yeah, it's a
Series.
show.
Yeah.
That'll be a show. So, if Marvel puts as much effort as they did into this movie, this TV show, because it basically, it was like a Marvel movie, but just broken down into 9 episodes. So I think any show they're going to come out with, it's going to be good no matter what. Like as far as visually,
I think this is
nothing's going to
also
be cheesy.
good for TV shows in general, like comic TV shows. I think they're gonna see this and be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay,
Step
this
it up.
can do this good. We're gonna put more money into
That's why,
this.
I don't get why
So
none of the
hopefully DC shows
Yeah,
will be a little
I don't know why. The DC stuff doesn't
I don't care. about
DC
them at all.
doesn't
To be
go.
honest,
Oh
these
wait,
superhero shows are all learning from The Boys.
Boys
on
is
Amazon.
better.
fire.
The Boys is
The Boys is good.
fire.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think DC needs to go, oh, wait, we have to spend money to make our shows good, you know? Like,
No,
Oh,
we're
Watch,
good.
watch Titans.
DC
Titans
just
is
needs to
really
It's on
establish
Amazon, right?
themselves more, get
Yeah.
the
Or
foundation
Hulu.
good. on
down.
HBO.
Because like they
Titans
only
is
had
cool.
2 individual
I'll use my
movies,
dad's
and then
one.
they jumped straight into Justice League and introduced like 3 different characters.
Oh, that's coming out this month.
I can't
Couple
wait for
days.
that, though.
Bro,
So
6 chapters.
I really
Oh.
don't care for it at all.
Black Widow comes out May 7th, and then Shang-Chi comes out July 9th.
We
So-
get Shang-Chi. We get Black
Eternals.
Widow.
Eternals
We
this
get
summer.
Eternals.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Those
Loki.
are all 2021.
Miss
Spider-Man's
Marvel,
supposed
we
to be
get
like
What
a,
If comes out this summer.
What If?
The Spider-Man's
We
supposed to
get
be
10
like a
things.
Christmas movie, I think.
It's
Hawkeye.
on Christmas this year.
Hawkeye is set in Christmas, which makes me even like him more. I feel like it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. In the snow.
I'm still upset that they did not.
Ronan.
Exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that.
They showed like 2-minute scene. And that
He
was it.
killed 3 people, and they're like, okay, you're back to Hawkeye.
There's no blood on the sword.
They need, if they're gonna do Hawkeye, like half of it needs to be Ronin.
No,
He's so much cooler like that.
This man wiped off a
He's
sword with
just-
nothing on it.
it was just wet from rain.
Yeah.
It was like,
He needs to have his
Rainwater.
actual comic costume.
The purple.
Dude,
If
the
he has the freaking
purple,
purple with the-
purple with the little
cool-
like
that's lame.
hawk
helmet,
looking
bro.
thing. Like,
Fire.
oh,
He looks so lame now. He has no suit.
Exactly.
Kate Bishop has better suit than him.
Either way, he just looks lame.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with when a movie, you know, or when they take a comic and turn it into a movie, they want to completely change the character, and it's like, no.
Even with
Take that-
Quicksilver, they made his
but
suit.
I
Look
like
at Wolverine. How cool would it be if Wolverine had
Bro.
a sweet suit?
But I
actually,
feel like they made that mistake with the original Avengers where Thor has
Blonde
hair,
eyebrows.
blonde eyebrows, and then Captain America's suit looks so lame. He looks
No,
like he's
but then Marvel fixed it in Thor of Ragnarok when they gave him his helmet. That would made it cool.
That's true. But like it looks like the comic,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it also looks realistic
In
and practical.
Endgame, Captain America's suit was just like the comics. He was even more with
Yeah.
the little, whatever you want to call those.
Yeah.
Little scales,
Reptiles.
yeah, it's like scaly things, but yeah, make it realistic, but
don't
still
make it look like it's like
Obviously, don't make it cheesy spandex.
Hawkeye's in spandex, like bright purple. It's like, no, you can make it look cool
Yeah.
still.
It's like what they
just
did
like with Wanda's. Hers
Wanda's
looks sick,
Scarlet
and they
Witch.
gave her.
One
Yeah,
She
Scarlet
looks
Witch, she's got
one
fire
cool
in
thing.
that, bro.
One cool thing about a DC is the character, the Arrow. His costume in the TV show is like his costume in the comic book, and so like that's where it's like they do a
Bro,
good
if,
job.
if Hawkeye had boots like this,
Dude, he's
So
basically a
ugly, bro.
musketeer with a
That is-
with a
but if you
bow
had
and
the
arrow.
boots like
That's-
that, he looks like a pirate.
The,
That's so
the
sad.
helmet, at least.
No, that'd be sick.
The helmet?
His helmet.
Looks like Batman, but bad. Bad man. That's just
This looks like a boy's.
That's like a
the
boy's character.
hero.
That looks.
That's like the boy's
that's cool,
character.
So
That's clean to me.
Let's
he
wrap up
looks
this
like a
WandaVision,
buff
'cause we're
Buzz
getting
Lightyear.
completely way away from WandaVision.
Welcome to the Nerdified Average Podcast.
Any final thoughts on WandaVision?
Um,
Where do you want to go from here? We'll start with Hunter now because
I think it was good, and I think it did
Or
its
just
job. For the people asking about season 2 of WandaVision,
It
I hope
literally
you
said
realize
series finale.
like
yeah.
it's a limited series. Plus,
all
where
these-
would they go
All
with
these
season
shows
2?
are one
You guys want to know?
season.
No,
You want to know the title of the last episode?
it's called
The series
I saw it,
finale.
yeah, it's just called the series finale.
I want next season.
When's season 2 coming out,
guys?
Like, bro.
These are the people though that like they're not like
Just
probably like
read.
real fans. They're not
Yeah.
like
They're just, I love action and I think it's cool.
Last episode was tight. Lasers shooting at each other. I mean, come on, best
Yeah.
episode.
Pretty neat.
Oh wait,
Guys,
yeah.
one yet?
I guess real quick, I wanted to talk about that. I didn't like their Vision's fight scene was kind of dumb. It was like every action superhero movie where it's always when they're shooting at each other and their powers both like
They bit it from
Oh,
Harry
it's
Potter.
sick.
lasers. Harry Potter with the
verse.
wands. Dragon Ball Z when they're shooting like
What do you want them
stuff
to do?
at each
Lasers legs off?
Yeah.
I mean, they can't do
No,
that.
they just do it-
It's
just
not
keep-
the boys.
they just keep
yeah,
phasing.
take out the town.
Oh, when the boys season
Everyone
3 comes
dies.
out, bro, we're about it. That's gonna be fire with this.
Yeah.
I will say when Vanilla Vision went to Vision's head
Vision.
to grab his stone.
Vanilla Vision versus Vision.
And he basically
Oh my
But
like
I feel like that, to me, when I saw that, I was like, oh, Vision learned from his mistake with Thanos.
Yeah.
And he just
Vision.
phased through that.
No,
He's like,
that
I'm not
was
letting this
tight.
happen again.
When
That
he
made me
punched
think,
him-
why didn't you do that when you were literally had
Thanos was like,
grabbing him?
yeah.
You could have just went through him.
Just grab
But
his
he
foot.
knew what he
No,
had to do.
you know why?
No, but he was wounded.
No, you know why? It's because the people that were making that movie didn't think, oh wait, Vision has that power. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Nah,
That's
they-
probably
Go through
why.
walls.
They did justify though when he got stabbed by was it Ebony Maw? No, Ebony Maw
Yeah,
didn't stab
he
him. It
was
was
hurt though.
something. He couldn't phase ever since it happened. That's why he was weak in the fight. They had to
Yeah.
protect him.
But it was cool. The one cool thing, when the Vanilla Vision punches him and he catches his arm like
In
halfway
his
through his
arm?
hand. And then also I think he's
In
like,
his chest.
then he goes through him and catches him. And then he just goes straight to the ground with him and slams him on the
I thought it
ground.
was
So
tight
far.
fight.
I was like, wow.
And then when he was choking him out, he just goes and face right to him. I would like you to expand or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I would
that's
like
the-
you to
yeah,
elaborate. Or
Yeah,
I would-
elaborate.
I request
Elaborate.
elaboration.
Yeah.
That was a cool scene, like talking about the ship and stuff, because they're just basically
Have you heard
floating around.
Of the metaphysics of
And it's like the
ship
two,
of Theseus.
it's literally
Naturally.
the same.
I think mom's home. I can
Like,
hear
what
the
a- what a
doors
way-
shut.
Yeah, like the two
Spawn.
smartest people just communicating with each other.
All right, let's wrap it
So
up.
Hey, what is grief?
If not love, persevering.
Most fire line of anything I've ever
And
seen.
then when he said, we've said goodbye before, so surely we can say hello again or something like that.
that was crazy.
Oh, when he was
Yeah.
like, I was once a voice with no body. I was a body but not human. And then I am now a memory made real. Who knows what'll be next?
Yeah,
Fire.
fire.
Okay,
So-
this was the
Yep.
Nerdified Average Podcast.
We got to go real quick now.
We'll be back with a regular episode pretty soon. We're just waiting for the artwork to be done.
Yep,
Should be
yep,
done in a
yep.
couple days. Thank you for listening. Thank
And
you
goodbye.
for watching.
Peace out.
Bye.
Later.